Job benefits, salary. Before you decide to work in any company, make sure that you have good research and reference. You have to find enough information on internet or asking some people about the salary that your target company could pay you a month. Most of companies offer the same payment to the ones who work in the same position or who is in charge of the same working task. The first purpose of getting a job is making some money. Everyone needs an income to afford their lives as well as save money for other purposes in the future. It's a nonsense if somebody works for fun only. The fact is that if you get the unfair too low salary for your job for a long time, you won't be able to make a living but also feel so stressful. In some cases, it's okay to take a low paid job for your own passion and desire. Others take that kind of job because they are wealthy enough to allow themselves the easy lives. In brief, if one suffers that situation, surely they want to get something else instead. 2. Knowledge and experience. Most of the graduates hardly get a good job immediately after leaving school due to the lack of experience. Thus, they are ready to take any job in or out of their fields in order to learn some practical experience. School teach you theory, jobs make it reality. One needs to work in a specific environment to learn and perfect himself. Additionally, he never has chance to apply all knowledge he learned from school as well as know all technique and information in real situation. He needs to adjust to learn new things. Experience is the true understanding and knowledge about something in real life after spending time working on it. One needs to put his hands to do something. He needs to fail to make some mistakes before he reaches his success on something. Experience makes people get familiar to do something, to follow a sequence, to make it smoother, and to avoid making too many mistakes. Nevertheless, experience doesn't make wisdom. How long people need to live in order to observe and acquire unnecessary skills or techniques, not to mention the giant knowledge of the world. One said, human is the unique creatures who knows how to learn from other experience. We should pick up experience from the others too. In short, we just need to know enough experience to do some work. We really should not stay in one job and learn only experience about good and bad. You are wasting your life. Just ask someone who works for one job for whole life how much knowledge they learn in such a long time. Clearly, we just learn to do the job better in the first 5 years. After that, we just learn to make it easier, that's all. 3. Competition. One said the motivation of competition makes US super powerful nowadays. It's just like a run. If you are lucky enough to work in a group of well-qualified employees, you have to make much attempt every single day in order to catch up with them, then you roll. In reverse, all of your workmates are such losers who lack the basic effort and determination, satisfy themselves like a little old fool man. After a short time, you soon become lazy and tired like them because of their impact. It's too dangerous for those who have some certain abilities and desires to work with those suckers. The suckers. However, working under the strong pressure and suffering too many competitions are not always the good ideas, especially to the new graduates. Many students wish to work in the international corps without knowing that there are as many challenges as much chance they can think of. A big company usually has a well-organized and suitable system from top to toe. Although there are always more chances and opportunities in the big companies, the chance need much time and quality from the newcomers. Obviously, only a few new men meet the demands to maintain on the status. 4. Promotion. Some say it's not matter of opportunity but the abilities and preparations for the chance coming. One should always make non-stop efforts to improve himself as that the only way to grow. One should be earnest and honest in his work too. He should reinforce the knowledge he learned from school, pick up new skill and much experience as he can. He should organize his whole education both in school and in real life carefully and logically. As one said, more haste, less speed. He should be calm and patient enough to move on his way. As a result, all of the youngsters should have plans for their developing sequence as well. It's not a shame to have an ambitious plan, but it is if the plan doesn't fit the ability. One will feel tired and exhausted to get a too hard target. Obviously, a reasonable plan is something where everyone needs. Promotion somehow is the result of the sequence of attempts and effective work. Promotion has different stages and aspects. A department leader in a big company is sometimes more influential than a small company manager. Therefore, one should always observe and analyze his promotions wisely and carefully. Conclude, man will be judged by his work. One should aware of himself, be nice to people, develop his knowledge, and be sure where he's heading for. Attempt is not easy, but its result is so sweet because on the way to success, there is no footprints of the lazy man.